It both started here, and then yung arch is pantay, yung height ng arch is also pantay, and then yung tail is also pantay. Hey everybody, it's Coach Abby from Makeup Science Asia, the best makeup school in the Philippines. So recently we asked our followers what types of videos or tutorials you want to see, and today I'm gonna teach you one of the most requested tutorials, how to do even brows. Now remember, your brows are not twins, they're just sisters. So it's okay if they're perfectly not even, yung tipong parang nag-copy-paste lang kayo. Ang importante is, even yung length, yung height ng arch, and yung thickness and pigmentation ng brows natin. So that's what I'm gonna teach you today. The first step is to map your brows. I'm gonna be using a white eyeliner to teach you how to map so that you can see it properly, but you definitely do not need to use something white or anything to start to map your own brows. So our brows have 4 parts. The first part is the head. To find the head, just put your marker here, kung nasan yung buto ng nose contour ninyo, ayan, and then just mark. There. I'm gonna make my marks really seen so that you guys can follow. Once you do this, do it on the other side as well. There you go. Now, you don't need to do this every time you do your brows. You're kind of gonna get used to it as you go along your brow practice sessions. After the head, let's proceed to the arch. Just put it on the same area and then look straight. Slant your marker until it lands at the center of your pupil or your iris. This is where your arch is supposed to be. So your arch is not supposed to be further out na nakalampas na siya dito sa edge ng eyes ninyo. And it also can't be here by the middle, right at the top or super adjacent to your pupil or iris. So dito tayo. Just mark your arch and then do the same on the other side. After that, you gotta mark your brow bone. The brow bone is pretty easy. Hawakan nyo lang siya dito. Pero dahil yung brow bone nyo is mahaba, the part that you're going to mark is the one that's parallel to your brow bone. There. Now, these 2 lines here are gonna set the tone of how thick your brows are gonna be. So, kayo na yung bahala doon if you wanna make it thicker or thinner based on your eye shape, face shape, or the peg of your look. After that, we're gonna proceed to the 4th one, which is your tail. So, from here, you move your marker to the side of your nostril and then do this until it lands here where your upper lash line and lower lash line meet. Dito yung tail ninyo. So, as you can see, my brows are bitten. It's important that your brows are not bitten para it can frame your face better. Kasi diba, brows are supposed to frame our face and our eyes. So they cannot be shorter than our actual eye. So now those are your 4 parts. Again, that's the head, the arch, the brow bone, and the tail. Now let's move on to drawing. Now we're gonna draw our brows. The first part to drawing your brows is to draw an outline. One of the reasons why you don't get your brows even is because you draw the outline of one brow first before the other. But the better way to do it is to draw one line here, follow here, and then draw the next line here, and then do it here. So here's my brow product. This is a brow pomade in soft black because I have a cool undertone. So you'll see that this blends really well with my natural brow color. I'm just gonna take an angled brush this size because there are angled brushes that are this size. But this one is the standard one. Make sure that you don't use too much product when outlining because it's just outlining lang naman. But today, I'm gonna use more product so that you can really see the line. If you are using a pomade or a powder or a cushion or any type of cream brow product that you don't wanna overdo, you wanna remove the excess product first at the back of your hand and then start at the head but go to the second measurement of your angle brush and start here and then go towards the brow bone and then whatever is left just put it here by the head. So as you can see, the pigment on the head is significantly lighter than the rest of your outline. It's okay if may lampas-lampas because you can clean that up later, especially if your brows are like mine na hindi siya groomed. Medyo mahirap talagang magkilay. Next, let's take more product and then we're gonna do the same on the other side. So again, start at the second measurement from the head towards the brow bone. And then whatever is left, do it here. So far, this is what we have. And then, we do the same from the brow bone towards the tail. It should be sloping down already. And because you're drawing the tail, it's already okay for your pigment to get darker. Kasi yung brows naman natin, naturally, mas kumpul-kumpul yung buhok towards the tail. So, pwede lang tanggalin yung marks as you go along. Now, after that, we're gonna do the top part. So, this one is a little bit tricky because yung tubo ng brow hairs natin is pa ganyan. So, sometimes when you draw your brow outline at the top, you tend to draw lampas ng hairs. But what you wanna do is to take a spoolie, brush it downwards a little bit so that you can see talaga yung totoong kung saan tumutubo yung mga brow hairs ninyo dito sa taas. Again, take some pigment. You want to leave this area as an open space and then just start here. And then you can see me drawing over my hair toward the arch. like so. And then, let's just remove the marker. So, nakikita nyo, yung outline, nakatago siya dun sa mga buhok. Hindi siya nakalampas. Kasi kung ilalampas nyo siya, if the outline is too high, it's gonna make your brows too thick. And then, again, we're gonna do the same on the other side. Again, leave a space, and then draw towards the arch. Now, on the lower outline, we used what was left on our brow brush to kind of draw a faint line here. But we're not gonna do the same on the head. Because on the head area, what you want is an open space where you can draw hair-like strokes later. Now, let's draw the arch to the tail. Now, what you don't want is a pointed line over here because it's gonna make your brows too triangular or too matapang. So, you put your brow brush here, and then, without lifting your brush, you slope it down in a curve until it reaches the tail. So, towards the tail, the two lines from the bottom and the top should be meeting at a point para manipis na manipis yung tail ninyo. Let's do the same on the other side, like so. See that? It's a really thin tail. Now, before you proceed, it's important to remember this part. You need to look at negative space first. So, kung makikita nyo, I'm already facing you guys ng diretso, and makikita nyo na even naman siya. Is there anything that I need to adjust? I think so. I think I need to put this one a little bit lower para pumantay siya ng konti dun sa kabila. Yan. Other than that, I think we're good. It both started here, and then yung arch is pantay. Yung height ng arch is also pantay, and then yung tail is also pantay. Now, let's go ahead and fill it in. And this is where the quality of your eyebrow brush matters. Kailangan manipis na manipis siya. And you're just gonna draw hair-like strokes. You start at the tail because there's more pigment at the moment. And then as you go towards the center, mas kukonti pa yung pigment niyan. And then since nandito na tayo sa gitna, pag ganito na yung strokes natin, there. So far, so good. It looks shaded well. And then as you go towards the center, konti na lang. And then if you want, you can draw hair-like strokes here as well. Just flick your brow brush like this. And it should look like real hair. If you want to do any adjustments, add more pigment where you need to, go ahead. But I think I'm good with this. Let's do the other side. So this is what we have so far. Now we're gonna clean it up with concealer. Only if you need to. I need to kasi may mga lampas-lampas tayo dyan. So take a thin brush and then a lighter shade concealer. I am gonna be putting a lot so that you guys can see. And this is where you get an opportunity to fix any mishaps or to further make it more even to your liking, to make the tail sharper. And using a lighter concealer actually creates the effect na parang meron tayong highlight dun sa brow bone natin. So, mas na-emphasize yung brow bone natin, which is why a lot of people like doing this step for when they do glam makeup. Kasi diba when you do glam makeup, you need more defined features as compared to doing everyday makeup. So far, this is what we have. Now, let's even out the top and clean it. But when you clean at the top, you can't use a lighter concealer because you don't really want to push forward and highlight the top. What you want is to blend it with your skin tone. So we're going to use something darker now or something that is your skin tone. So we're going to start here. You want to rest this area of your hand by your forehead or your hairline and then just start to sculpt or clean as needed. Make sure you're not using too much concealer because in the event that you're already using foundation and you've already set your face with powder, it might make this area of your makeup cake. And there you have it. Those are some tips on how you can make your brows more even. If you want us to do more tutorials like this, please leave a comment.